Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashlyn if you're new here, and if you're returning, thanks for watching. So today we are going to do a recipe called the Weight Watchers Enchilada Bake. It is from Life is Sweeter by Design. I will leave her Instagram handle down below, but I got this recipe from her on Pinterest. So this is a recipe that we love in our household. We make it at least once every 2 weeks. It's on rotation. It is such a filling recipe, and it is only 4 blue smart points per serving. And these servings are huge, so I cannot wait to show you. Please keep watching so that you can be able to create this recipe on your own, and I hope that you enjoy. So here are the ingredients that you will need for this recipe. You're going to be using 9 of the extra thin yellow corn tortillas. You're going to be using 1.5 pounds of shredded chicken. I boiled chicken breasts and then shredded it myself, but you could also just get a rotisserie chicken and use the breast meat from that. You're going to need a 16-ounce can of fat-free refried beans, a 19-ounce can of enchilada sauce, the red enchilada sauce. You're going to need a cup of black beans, so we will drain these, rinse them, and only use a cup from that can. And then you're going to need a can of, I get the Rotel, but diced tomatoes and green chilies. So we're going to use that whole can but drained. And then we're going to use a taco seasoning packet. We have the family size, so I will just use I think it's 3 tablespoons. Yeah, 3 tablespoons for 1 pound of meat, which is what you would use from a taco seasoning packet. So you're going to use 1 taco seasoning packet, and then this is the cheese that I use. So depending on what cheese you use, your points will change, obviously, but I use the finely shredded Fiesta blend cheese, not fat-free, just the regular Fiesta blend, and we're going to be using 1 cup of this cheese, and it's going to end up being 4 points per serving. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350, and then I'm going to spray my 9 by 13 inch pan with some of this original Pam cooking spray. I just do a little so that it doesn't stick, and that should be plenty. So from here, after I have sprayed my pan, I'm going to put 1/3 cup of the enchilada sauce on the bottom. So once I pour that in, I'm just going to spread it around just a little bit so that it coats the bottom of the pan. Just a nice even layer. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just so that you have some sauce at the bottom. And then I'm going to lay about 4.5, yes, because we said 9 tortillas, so we're going to lay half of those, so 4.5 tortillas down on the bottom as best as you see fit. So you can just go like this, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to tear some in half here and put those along the bottom. There, so now our bottom is covered with the enchilada sauce and the extra thin tortillas. So from here, we're going to put in our fat-free refried beans. Oh, the oven's ready. So we're going to put in our refried beans into a mixing bowl. And then we are going to mix in the taco seasoning. So like I said, for 1 pound of taco meat that you would make, you're going to use 3 tablespoons. So that's how I measure it out of this one. And the 3 tablespoons is 1 smart point, but that is not going to affect your points in the outcome. So I'm just going to put 3 tablespoons of the taco seasoning in here. And then get that a good stir. So once you are done mixing that up, you're going to, it's all mixed, good and mixed, we're going to spread it evenly over our tortillas. And I always struggle with this part because I don't like for my tortillas to move. I just like that. I like it to look pretty always. So I kind of do it in little domes here, and then I will make sure I get all of it. Then I will spread it out as best as you can. So I'm just going to probably fast forward through this. Okay, so after we have the bean mixture spread on top of the tortillas, we are now going to, using the same bowl, because why would you dirty up another bowl? We're gonna add in our shredded chicken and our drained rotel, the chopped, or is it crushed tomatoes? Chopped tomatoes, diced tomatoes and green chilies. So it doesn't have to be rotel, but the diced tomatoes and the green chilies with the shredded chicken. We're going to add in our cup of drained and rinsed black beans and the rest of the enchilada sauce. So this was a 19-ounce can, remember, and then we used a 1/3 cup on the bottom. Now we're gonna put the rest in here and we're gonna give it a good stir. Okay, so now that we have that all stirred up, we're going to put half of the mixture on top of the bean mixture. And it doesn't have to be perfectly half, I just kind of eyeball it. And then from here, we're going to put down the rest of our tortillas. So since we used 4.5 on the bottom, we're gonna use the other 4.5 here for the second layer. And again, I'm just tearing it just to make it fit the best that I can. Then we're going to put the remaining chicken mixture on top. We're gonna give that a nice even spread. All right, look how, this is so heavy. Look how dense that is. Guys, this is so good. And this is a lot of food. This is like this is heavy, okay? It's gonna be such a good serving. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Now we're gonna put the cheese on top and we're gonna bake it for 30 minutes on 350. So I've got my Fiesta blend cheese. We're gonna use 1 cup of this. And you can use 1 cup now and put it in the oven. We're gonna bake it for 30 minutes. And then you can sprinkle some more cheese on top at the end. Totally up to you. I just do it all at once so I don't have to worry about it. So I've got my 1 cup of cheese and we're just gonna sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle back and forth until we're all done. Just make sure to get every bite covered with cheese. Perfect. All right, now this is going in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Okay, so I just got this out of the oven and look how good this looks. Guys, this looks so good. I can't wait for you to see how big these pieces are. So you can cut this in 8 pieces. So like I do down the middle and down the middle and then cut each piece in half like that. So I'm gonna cut this and then I will be right back. Here is the enchilada bake all cut up. So you can have one of these pieces for 4 smart points on blue. I believe it's 4 smart points on purple as well, and then 7 smart points a piece on green. But everything that's in there, you're only counting points for the tortillas and the cheese on blue and purple. Yes, I believe. On blue for sure. So I'll have one of these pieces, and then we'll top it over here. Maybe just some lettuce on the side tonight, some fat-free plain Greek yogurt, some salsa, and my husband will probably have some chips. But I've also done this with like a bean salad, a bean and corn salad. I just make it, chill it, and keep that in the fridge until we're ready to eat. You can also top it with jalapenos or black olives. Tons of 0-point options to top this with. This is what my plate ends up looking like. So I have 1/8 of the enchilada bake, and then I have some fat-free 0% Greek yogurt, and then I just did a little lettuce with some tomatoes on top for some texture. So this is the enchilada bake. Look how thick it is. And guys, it's so filling because you have the black beans, the chicken, the tortillas, and the refried beans. So it's very, very filling. Like, look how big it is compared to my hand. It's so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first recipe video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you try it, if you're going to try it, if you have any ideas or some sides that we can put with this. But this is a great, filling, hearty meal that you only use 4 points. So like, it's a win-win, right? Let me know if you want to see any more recipe videos coming from me. And until then, I will see you next time. Bye.